learn from us as they listen. With Henny coming on with this green T-shirt on, I don't know what he ain't dressed with par, but that's my brother there. I love him to death. Go ahead, Henny.
Yeah, man. I came on here because I seen evil just manifesting on my TV screen, man. I was chilling. I was having a great night with my wife before laying. You know, Last of Us just came out. We had started watching.
You look like you feeling good, boy.
So listen, man.
My dog.
Hey, my dog feeling good. I see it on you, boy.
Hey. I just came in to say this, man. I seen the Legion of Doom. The Legion of Doom has formed against wide receivers, and I see it all up here, man. I see Amp up here. I see Lou. I see my boy Boss in here, man. And y'all up here shooting at the wide receivers, man. So let me tell you something. Man. There are key. You know, you describe wide receivers as sugar, Lou, and that's just something I ain't gonna have. Because in a league where you pass the ball 60% of the time, wow. In the league where you pass the ball 60% of the damn time, the people that catch the ball are a vital function. Listen, the wide receiver may not be the heart, but they down shoulder level. And you're gonna be somewhere hooked up to an IV. If you ain't got no good wide receiver play, man. He said Henny drinking his own product. Nigga, hey, listen, I'm just telling y'all how what I'm saying here.
Oh, you're a police officer.
I came on here because they were drunk.
You arrest your ass.
Hey, nah. Listen. I'm just telling y'all this, man. When y'all talk about this wide receiver, and y'all just act like they don't matter at all.
Who said that, bro?
The importance. Hold on. Y'all undermining the importance of the skill position.
No, we not.
You are. You definitely are. Because listen, every single position is codependent. You were just sitting here talking about Dak Prescott. Oh man, you ain't got no offensive line. Oh, you can't get the ball off. If them niggas don't get open, you don't get the ball off either. There's such a thing called a coverage sack. And when your wide receiver
coverage sacks in the league,
a lot.
No,
a whole lot. Especially with your especially if they don't see it. You can have coverage sacks, and you can have quarterback that cannot decipher the defense at all.
Keystone the drinking too, though. Keystone the drinking too. That's why he say he's straight. He's straight.
Yeah, I'm parlaying. And listen, I don't even drink no more. So that's why I know y'all up here perpetrating. See.
All right, here we go.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah, let me put my.
I don't know where that slur come from. It's a slur on you though. You're a little different today, dog.
Oh, nigga, no, that's that.
Oh, don't confess. Don't confess though. Don't confess.
That boy got the glow.
Don't confess.
See, I got the glow, man. See, I must be living right or something, man. Because apparently y'all just see my aura at this point. So they ain't no glow, man. It's just God-given aura just leaping from my body right now, man. But you know, I came in rare form to save the wide receiver position, man. Because y'all trying to crucify them. It's a Sunday, y'all trying to crucify wide receivers. We ain't having it, man. He said, "What's up, guys? Let's go, Cowboys." Listen, man. And listen, I understand where y'all coming from, but I'm trying to see why y'all only pushing for offensive line in the first round. Y'all ain't came on here with no other alternatives. I ain't heard about nobody else. Y'all ain't told me about none of these other premium offensive linemen in the draft. Y'all just shooting for the first round prospects. Why does everybody else gotta be peeping out alternatives and plan B's and stuff? Y'all ain't did that for the offensive line. Like nobody else can come in and be an upgrade. If Brock Hoffman is so bad, like y'all trying to paint it out to be, if Brock Hoffman is a backup, surely you could find a replacement for him. Surely there's a Cooper Beebe. Cooper Beebe was a third round pick, was he not?
Cooper Beebe was a first round talent. That was the first guard taken off the board. Y'all keep walking into that.
No, I don't care.
Every time he walked into that.
Third round. I don't give a damn.
He brought pure world peace to us, bro. You know that. That's the only pick that we universally all love. It was not one mad person.
And you got him in the third round.
Yeah, but hey, y'all do that same thing with Landon Dickinson. See, y'all try to act like Philly they had them first rounders. We got a Philly guy right now that'll tell you in the chat that been keeping it 100 the entire time. That Dickinson had a top 10 grade, and you acting like that he didn't punish the league on that.
So last time I checked, you always bring up AJ Brown. He had a first round grade, but you always parade him around like was one of your second round wide receivers. So don't do that.
There's a Philly fan right there. Gee,
but we saying the same thing on that. It's basically the same thing. You ain't contradict me. You actually aided my point, acting like you talked against it.
Here we go.
You keep bringing up AJ Brown and all these other guys in the second round when you know damn well they had first round grades.
He not even savage, Angie. He not savage. He actually.
Hold on.
Let me tell you one thing about him. Let me tell you one thing about him. He not savage. He's actually immoral. See, y'all forgot about the time. Yeah, very. You forgot about the time when it was 4-1 on me. See, I let him get some. I let him come in at the end. I had to fight them for a whole 2 hours, and they supposed to have been moderators and fair judges, and they end up being crooked officers. Yeah, him and Landlord. Landlord was literally a dope dealer judge. You're like, how you gonna sell dope in the trap house and be the judge at the same time? Him and Henny start hollering objection at the same time for absolutely nothing. It is nothing savage about Henny right now.
Hey, hold on, you were doing too good. We had to step in. You were doing too good. Like it wasn't the same. You were beating them up. we had to slide in.
But as an Eagles fan, answer who was more of an MVP? Yo, Devontae Smith and AJ Brown or that O-line last year?
Saquon Barkley, because they O-line.
This boy is capping.
I'm telling you the truth.
No, the fuck you not.
Yes, I am.
You're not telling the truth because you know Saquon.
Are you gonna let me talk?
No, because you didn't even want Saquon when he was with the Giants. You didn't want him. You only wanted him after he got behind the offensive line.
Niggas, Saquon Barkley was an all-pro with the Giants too. What we talking about? Saquon Barkley was a generational prospect at the running back position. We're not gonna rewrite history because he played for the Giants.
When healthy.
That boy was hurt I wonder why he was hurt, Henny.
And why did we only see that level of Saquon? What made that level of Saquon come out? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. What made that version of Saquon come out? Why did we never see that with the Giants?
Why he get excited? Why he get excited?
Why did he just become like? Why did he almost? I was asking one more question and then you got it. I was asking one more question, then I let you have it. Why did Saquon almost break Dickinson record, which is 35 years old or 40 years old? What about Saquon just made that happen? Be honest.
No, are you gonna let me answer the question in entirety? Because one, when he played over there with the Giants, I will agree they had a lesser offensive line, but they also did not have any skill positions to stretch anybody out. They out there loaded the box. And they did, and they hold on. You can't do the same thing in Philly. They had one-on-one opportunities out there with AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. So guess what? We actually did see Saquon get shut down in the Super Bowl, but they had outside weapons to complement that. But my point being is this: that you cannot attack and game plan the same way that the Giants, when he was over there with the Giants, he did with Philly. It's a different scenario. Better quarterback play, different play calling, actually focus on getting him the ball more often. And he had outside weapons over there, so it was like a pick your poison type of scenario when you actually try to game plan for them. You either load the box and try to slow down Saquon Barkley, or you play two high safety shells and try to prevent the pass. You couldn't do both, and because they were so deadly over there, they could take advantage of you either way. But I'm not trying to undermine the Philly offensive line. Like, they got a good line, but y'all keep acting like Saquon Barkley wasn't the difference. They had a better line last year when they still had the all-pro center and everybody else over there. They had a better line, and they were one and done without Saquon Barkley ass over there. They've had good running backs before.
You're forgetting one big point.
No, I'm not.
You're forgetting one big point with that year.
You're gonna let me finish my point before you.
They weren't committed to run the ball during that Brian Johnson year. They were committed to the weapons actually on Brian Johnson and Brian Johnson year.
You gonna let me finish the point because you just trying to throw me off. You're trying to throw off my train of thought because I'm kicking your ass right now. But point being what I was talking about before I was so rudely interrupted. Their offensive line actually got worse. Their Hall of Fame center retired, and they signed a failure off of the streets to play guard at a new position. Nobody would check for Mekhi Becton like that before he came revitalize his career over there with the Philadelphia Eagles. He was considered a fucking bust, and y'all know he was considered a bust.
A bust tackle.
Yeah, he was a bust tackle. Now listen, I don't even know they ever tried him at guard. So kudos to them over there in Philly for making that change for him because it saved his career. But point being, they had a lesser line and better results because of the running back they had, which is true. You can go look at it. They had a lower graded line in every aspect this year than what they did the previous year, and they were better for it because they had Saquon Barkley.
Now look, see, that's why I can't deal with the grades. See, you're saying the line was better last year. I'm telling you what. So first of all, Miles Sanders still rushed for 300. What was different last year from this year?
He rushed for 1,300 and 13 touchdowns.
What was the difference is they had a commitment to the run game this year. That's what killed them. G-Fan will tell you it killed them last. Brian Johnson derailed their season by throwing the damn ball. Actually, by throwing the damn ball, because if you run the ball, you'll get more from that. And funny enough, when they literally tied Kellen Moore hands behind his damn back with that Waffle House damn call sheet, they told him, yeah, throw away all them damn pass plays, run the ball. That was the difference this past year. They actually were committed to running the ball and did it relentlessly. And you're seeing in the Super Bowl, the difference was they started passing the ball. Well, both teams stopped each other.
Yes.
But they neutralized both sides. The Kansas City had a good running team coming in. They neutralized both sides. But what was the difference of both sides? One team held up in pass protection because they were both getting after each other in terms of sacks. Because Mahomes was running for his life, and then Chris Jones was coming along like a little fire. The Eagles' O-line just held up more.
And then this is where Henry was capping, because there's a lot of emphasis on A.J. Brown and D. Smith, like they was the ones who carried the team that far. Yeah, they was the ones who got the cereal at the end on one-on-one coverage in the Super Bowl. But let's be honest, it was a reason why A.J. Brown was reading books on the sideline and always talking about Kellen Moore, because it wasn't them that was getting them there. It wasn't. It was that offensive line and Saquon. It was both of them together.
They still arguing about it today.
It was. Listen, it was a reason why A.J. Brown was literally fussing at Nick Sirianni in the Super Bowl, because it was a lot of times they was ignored all the way there. So everybody trying to get them weapons to credit, it wasn't the weapons at all, really. It was all on that offensive line in Philly, but they did put the last piece of bread on that sandwich. They did. They had to make the plays on 1-on-1, and they did. I'm not going to take away from that. But at the same time, it was them focusing on their bread and butter, which gave them that 1-on-1, right? They had to really sell out to stop the run, which gave them 1-on-1s. So it's one of those things. I'm going to go ahead and get my final words right now. This shows everything we've been saying. This whole war that we keep having is not really Henry's fault. It's not our fault. We fighting about two good options because our front office didn't never rent the weapon going in. Like, I looked at all the offseason moves of all these different teams. Washington went and got Debo early in free agency. If we would have went ahead and just took a receiver too, even right now, we ain't having no fight about this at all. It would be world peace. So the only reason we having this fight is because honestly, our front office didn't take care of our best needs. That's just being honest with you. Because if they did, you wouldn't be talking about weapons like this. If we had Keenan right now or Mari, you wouldn't be saying a damn thing about no weapon. But the only reason you talking about weapon and you come in here to fight dirty in headbutt and all the stuff that you do, Henny, is because you thirsty and you hungry like most people. And I understand that. We got a reason to be. We need it. It's our number one need. I get it. But it's making you dirty, bro. It's making you nefarious. All the words that you hate with landlord, you doing it, man, and you betraying you betraying us, bro, and you betraying yourself.
No, you have betrayed us, because the last time I checked, man. Matter of fact, y'all gonna start hating on Brock Hoffman. Which one of y'all niggas want to bet $100? He have a good season, man. I bet y'all $100 right now. He win the job. He gonna have
what's a good season? Define it.
You want to set the parameters? I'll let you set the parameters, because
he becomes the bona fide starting guard of the future. I bet you $100 on that.
Virtual handshake. My nigga.
This is one thing I do want to say real quick. Also, my real true final word. First of all, we got this dope draft show coming. It's gonna be the same crew and more. Said we're gonna be fully unified. So y'all make sure y'all come back for that. I'm excited for that. Number 2. I forgot number 2.
This is my boy right there.
I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired, man. I'm sleeping.
Yeah,
I'm sleeping. Yeah,
Putting in that work today.
yeah.
Y'all.
They've been damn.
it's gonna come. It's gonna come back.
Hey, listen, y'all need to give off some love right now, man. I seen some of the behind the scenes stuff this man coming with, man, and he finna shut the internet down with this draft show, man. I'm telling you that right now. So if y'all ain't doing nothing, I don't care if you got something to do. I took off work to be here for the draft show, nigga. So y'all can do something. Y'all can make sure that y'all be there. Show support, show some love, man. We gonna rock out and we gonna bring it in the right way, man.
Oh, I remember now. It came to me. Thank you. You bought me time. This is why I'm gonna tell y'all a reason why Lou and the OC and Watch. I'm gonna tell you why their opinions together matter. Because Lou, he did a film breakdown on Sadiq Charles, right? Mm-hmm. And so I called him. I said, "Man, you sound like you like him, bro. You know, you sound like you like him." And he said, "Yeah, I do. From 2 years ago, I do. You know, I don't know what he's gonna be now, but from 2 years ago, it looked like he could have ended up being a good quality starter, right?" The OC, we finna release a film breakdown. They never talked to each other. Said the exact same thing. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm noticing a pattern with him and OC. It's like if they calling you a backup, they seen it the same and they didn't talk about it. When they saying they both talked very good about Sadiq. You know what I'm saying? They was like, if he can get back to the form where he was starting to really kind of grow from where he was at Washington, he said that could be a decent starter for you. You know what I'm saying? And I was happy to hear that, you know what I'm saying, coming from them too. But when they also saying that Hoffman is a backup to them, and they keep saying the same things over and over together without talking to each other, it makes me take them a little bit more serious. That's my final word. And Henny, you lost, man.
Nah, I never lost a day in my life. And
all
that actually means that they be wrong in unison. So, you know, we just gonna pray about this shit.
That boy dirty. That boy dirty.
So, you know,
that boy dirty.
But listen, Lou, when I get my $100 from you, man, I just want to let you know I'm not gonna spend on anything important. I'm just gonna blow that shit. I'm gonna go buy gun food. I'm gonna go buy figurines. I'm gonna pay for gas or even go in my car. I'm gonna go get some bullshit gas. I can't even put that in that Bronco.
Look at Banzo. That's
said, "Boss, tell Aaron to release the white." Hold on, what he said?
He said Brock got Luka legs.
He said Hoffman is training and
good.
Yeah.
Good. And see, listen, man. That's why I don't lie on players, man. That's why I don't lie, because I want them motivated, bro. Like when I talked about Elam, and I said he need to get with a track coach. Guess what? He working with a track coach. But if I be up here giving y'all what I call like content that's sugar ass content or positivity pampers, then what's gonna get them motivated, man? I ain't finna lie. I'm telling y'all, man, I ain't finna lie to keep y'all happy, man. I'm sorry. So yeah, if we say if this is what people saying about him, I want him motivated to prove people wrong. That's exactly what you want. Positivity pampers ain't gonna do that. Trust me. But yeah, I hope Elam heard me say he need to get with a track coach, because guess what? That's what he doing. If everybody else would have had him out there not doing that shit, because nobody was saying that but me. I was the only one that said, man, I don't care what none of them dudes saying. I watched 7 games of this dude. I'm not finna feed y'all no positivity bullshit. I'm finna tell you straight up, that dude need to get with a speed coach, and he with one. And that's gonna make our team better. Not trying to make y'all feel better. So it's what it is. So yeah, if Hoffman is working hard because of the talk, that's what all of us want. Real talk.
Real talk.
Because the damn Jones show ain't gonna give him no damn competition, which I hate.
Who?
So we gotta
talk about the boy they brought in from Miami.
Hey man, we gotta get him to his final word.
Yeah.
Everybody,
but yeah.
See, I know you ready to do a 2-hour show here, you know what I'm saying? I know you ready to do a whole new 2-hour show here, and you my dog, and you could. But see, we already was at the end of the show, bro. You feel me? So we gonna go ahead and let my boy close it out. It's truly his final word. I would let you get a final word, but I know you're gonna be sneaky, dog. I know you're gonna be sneaky. Go ahead, get your final word, bro. But if you start sneak this and at all, I'm gonna hit this button.
Go ahead, let Amp cook, man.
No, he got to finish it out because I know you gonna say something dirty, man. Go ahead.
Well, I got listen. You see the power of wide receiver. They up here trying to censor us. They out here trying to suppress us. They out here doing everything in their power to keep this message from going, man. I am pro wide receiver at 12 because listen, all jokes aside, I do believe it's one of the most important positions to fill at 12 just because of the scarcity of it in this draft. I really pushed for wide receiver hard last year because it was a very, very good wide receiver class, and the Dallas Cowboys refused to actually do it. So last year there were 10 wide receivers taken before pick 37.
True.
If something like that happened this year, it'll be catastrophic, and you
That's
might
right.
as well not even draft one. Jalen Tolbert will be your wide receiver 2 heading into the season, and that scares me. That scares me a lot. I really do believe in Brock Hoffman. I also believe that he has the work ethic. He's still fairly young. He's only 25 years old, man, if I'm not mistaken. So Brock Hoffman still has room to grow. I like his tenacity. I like some of the things he brings to the table. And, you know, in the games he played, he graded out well, only gave up a handful of pressures, only gave up one sack. Now, I am a guy that believes in results. I know it's not always pretty. I know there's some technical things he need to work on and clean up, but I believe that he can do that. So, you know, that's why I'm willing to put my money behind it.
I got sick of him. No, I'm hating, bro. I'm hating, bro. I'm hating, bro. I'm
It's all
hating.
good.
Wow.
Now,
I'm hating, bro.
You good, because listen, I ain't gonna skip a beat. I always believe, man, when you stand by something and you have conviction, you put your money where your mouth in, man. Talk
right.
is cheap. You know, that's why broke niggas talk a lot. So I put my money where my mouth is because I believe in Brock Hoffman, man. So I believe that he will be a good starter. And I believe he will have a good season. I also believe in the track record of these last offensive linemen that left, got better coaching elsewhere, and succeeded. The Connor Williams, the McGoverns, the Tyler Biadasz. Like we've seen these interior offensive linemen go elsewhere and flourish. So that's one of the reasons why I'm happy to have Clayton in here. I understand that that coaching matters. I understand that player development is a real thing. And that's one of the reasons why I really want Brock Hoffman to get his opportunity, because I believe we wasted some decent interior offensive linemen just because they weren't future Hall of Famers. Now, listen, I understand where y'all coming from because the trenches are very important. If Dak Prescott is on his back, the ball is not going to anybody. But at the same token, I also believe your offensive line is not as far off as we let it believe, based on what we've seen at the back half of the season, based on the overall production. And there was an offensive line that finished in the top 10 in run block win rate. Balls, you preached heavily early on in the season about the attempts being the reason why the Dallas Cowboys were losing, why the Dallas Cowboys run game was non-existent. You preached about the attempts, right? We saw Big Duke Merriweather come out here with receipts showing there were running lanes and places for the running backs to go with the football, and they were missing it. He was calling people out left and right. So my point is this: I believe y'all really want this because y'all want the betterment of the team. I believe that y'all believe that from the bottom of y'all hearts. I just believe that we're so used to having nothing but All-Pro and Pro Bowl and Hall of Fame caliber offensive linemen that when a guy that is an okay starter is there, we look at him like a red-headed stepchild. I believe that to be true, not just with y'all, but I believe that to be the case with a lot of the fan base. But my final word is this, man: wide receiver 12, and then you can get.
I thought that was your final word.
Final
It is.
word.
Hey, I am rounding it out.
You mean like taking it over?
No, listen. Y'all heard 2 hours of hating shit about wide receiver. Y'all can listen to like another minute of some positive shit about wide receiver, how they gonna save your season. So listen, man. If you want to win, come on in. Wide receiver at 12, or we all burn in hell. Because we know for a fact, if they miss out on a wide receiver, Jalen Tolbert will not deliver you from evil. Jalen Brooks will be right there with you in hell with gasoline draws. Right, because he is also at fault in a sinner. He has sinned against your eyes, tripping and falling on routine routes. He has sinned against you all, putting out that bullshit ass tape that boy got. So what I will tell you, man, get you a wide receiver at 12, and we can find. I'll get you an offensive lineman in the field. I'm nice about it.
Oh my God.
God bless America.
And that's why we can't get a lineman later on, y'all. Because y'all ain't gonna want to give him in the second. Y'all want to give him in the fifth. So.
Disrespectful to offensive lineman. Let me kick myself. Atrocious. My dog Henny, brother, I love you, man. Boy, you different, dog. You different. But after hearing everything, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Someone great once said 2 things can be true. And you heard the arguments. And when you look at the Philadelphia Eagles, right? And you look at how that team was constructed, and you look at the level of success that they had, right? You could actually insert the Cowboys' problem currently as a parallel. And on one side, I see people hollering for weapons. Got to get weapons in here, right? And then there's another side that says, no, you need to build this thing from the front first, from the trenches. And then you ask yourself, why did they have the level of success they did? Well, we actually had some of their fans in here on this evening, and they provided their input as well. And what I liked about what that brother said is he was honest, and he said, the team's success was because of what? Was because of who? He credited Saquon. He credited the line, right? But there's another side to it too. Yes, the run game drastically helped Philadelphia, right? But there was one benefit that Saquon had, actually a couple, that he had in Philly that he didn't have in New York. Better offensive line, we all will agree. But to Henny's point, he had other weapons too that actually helped him take some of that pressure off of him to where it's, I ain't got to be the only show in town. Everywhere you go, when you're on the interstate and you get off on an exit and you see a McDonald's, what's next to it? The rival, the competition. You got your Burger Kings. You got your Chick-fil-A's. They partner together. So guess what? McDonald's line might not be flooded. Burger King's line might not be flooded. Chick-fil-A line, it's always flooded. It is what it is. But I digress. I said all that to say the way Philly built their team is something that I have been talking about for a while. And that is making your team bulletproof and foolproof. Guess what? If you decide you want to go one high and bring everybody in, we throwing it over your head. You decide you want the 2 high shell and play everything underneath, we're going to eat you up that way. So Philly actually created in their offensive scheme a natural pivot to where whatever it is that you take away, we still going to be able to do the other one. Because guess what? Saquon didn't have that great of a game in the Super Bowl. But they stayed committed to him, and it helped benefit them in the passing game. See, that's what you want. You want to have the best of both worlds. But I'm going to tell y'all, it starts up front. So I don't care if it's Tet McMillan, your rims be spinning, or the TV spinning. I'm taking Booker at 12. I don't care if it's Luther Burden, your jaws be hurting, or your mama be out late working. I'm taking Booker at 12. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Till your good becomes your better, and your better becomes your best. Until next time, Cowboys Nation, y'all be blessed.